Yeah. I mean,
But you just talked to somebody that has children in their room.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the gentleman. What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Good evening. Good evening.
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed to be here.
I know that's right. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions before we get the first lady up here. Where do you live at?
I live in the New York City area.
And what's your name?
My name is Lenjo Kilo. First name Lenjo, last name Kilo.
Okay. So what do you do?
I'm an administrative fellow at a hospital here in New York City. So those that are familiar, it's a similar process to when a doctor goes into a residency, but on the non-clinical side of the hospital. So like, dealing with projects and data management, financials, finance, and, things of that sort. So you can pretty much sum it up as a hospital administrator.
Okay, then that's what's up, man. So well, like what are your hobbies?
Hobbies.
I see you got the rack back there, so it looked like you kind of physically fit and all that.
Yeah. So fitness is definitely number one. Fitness, reading, playing basketball, hanging out with friends, just like going outside and just enjoying nature and enjoying, the life that I have so far. So, those are my hobbies. I keep things pretty simple. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. So what are you looking for in a relationship?
What am I looking for in a relationship? I'm looking for, a partnership in all sense of the word, right? Someone that someone that I can align with and that can align with me. And then we can, strive for our goals as a couple and also help support our goals as individuals. I think, that's probably the main crux of the matter. And of course, having someone that I can build a legacy with, have a family, raise kids, etc. The whole nine, the whole like picture like that. So the number one thing would be I'm looking for someone that can truly be a partner to me and I can be a partner to them.
I hope y'all listening, ladies. He's putting out some real information. Just so we get it out there. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Those that don't have faith, like don't believe in God, or you don't believe in God, and I really can't mess with you. I mean, no disrespect to anyone that has their own beliefs. That's all fine. But for me and my house, we want to serve the Lord. So that's number one. Number two, someone that is closed-minded. Of course, I don't know everything. I'm sure they don't know everything, but being agreeable in the sense where we can, have disagreements and not have it be the end of the world, where you can teach me, I can teach you. Also we can learn together and find out new perspectives on things. Someone that's open to learning new culture and things of that sort. So those two are definitely the main deal breakers. And then of course, is a long list, not a long list, but I guess to wrap it up, just someone that's embarrassing. I don't want anyone that's going to like embarrass me in public, and vice versa. I'm not going to embarrass you in public, so don't do that. Like, don't be disrespectful in front of my family, and I reciprocate those same sentiments for my own actions. So, those three are, the top three deal breakers for me.
And when you say embarrassing, you mean, and that also compensates for how she dressed and all that stuff.
Yeah. Although I'm not the outfit police, I'm not going to tell you how to dress. You can do what you want to do, but your appearance or how you present yourself would definitely tell me or give me an indicator on the kind of way you move, and then I'll just move accordingly, whether I'll approach you or not. Things of that sort. So I don't want to tell anyone how to dress, but I will say that your appearance does matter.
Does she need to work and pay significant bills?
She does not need to pay significant bills. I would like someone that would have their own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? But granted, depending on how life goes, how my career goes, if I engage in my goals, God willing, then my wife may not need to work. You know what I'm saying? But in working in regards to like having a job, but there's definitely work to maintain a household, work to maintain kids, stuff of that sort. And then when it comes to bills, of course, as a man, I have to assume the role of most of the bills. And if something happens where, let's say I'm having a bad season, having someone that's resourceful that can pick up the pieces wherever they may drop. So kind of falls back to what I said earlier about having a partner. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't think in today's time, as we go into the future, leaving everything up to one person is wise. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Okay. You how tall are you?
6'7".
6'7".
Yeah.
6'7". How much you weigh?
260.
You could dunk a basketball too, huh?
Yeah, I can dunk a basketball.
All right, so we got an athlete in here. Ladies, y'all say y'all wanted the tall man, six pack, six figures, and all this other stuff. Well, ladies, where y'all at? Where y'all at? I got my man Lenjo in here. Lenjo Kilo waiting on a lady to go ahead and pull up and shoot a shot. Okay, so we got one that came up. Let me see if she is.
I'm here. Mel's here. Dr. Mel.
What up? What's good?
Hey.
How you feeling?
Let me tell you real quick. I'm gonna get off the phone real quick. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, best friend, love you. Bye. I want to get that out the way first. Okay, so I did write down a list of questions for you.
Sounds
However,
good.
I didn't know a lot about you coming in.
Oh Jesus.
So age, do you have any current children? Are you open to having children?
Oh damn.
First questions.
Age, I'm 29. Do I have any current children? No. Am I open to having children? Yes. Eventually. Put it like that. Eventually.
And I see you got a T-bar in the background, so you're like open to working out.
Yeah, definitely.
That's something that's real good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So when somebody says you're a provider, what does that mean for you?
The word provider is multifaceted. Of course you have your resources, like physical resources, like house, car, food, money, things of that sort. The stereotypical.
Hold on, Shaq told me I slide to left. Okay. I slide to left. Okay.
Okay.
Shaq said slide to left.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, for sure. So being a provider, like I said, you have things that are material that you have to provide and things of that sort. That's your role, but also, being able to be a good steward, to your wife and your household, things of that sort. Being able to give guidance, being able to use your wisdom to, provide a path of I wouldn't say least resistance, because I think that can build some fortitude for yourself and for your family. But being able to give guidance and be a good overall steward of your family. That's what it means to be a provider. And then for your wife specifically, being able to be there for her emotional needs, things of that sort. Being able to be the first listening ear when she comes in the house from a long day, or she has something going on with her family. Like, being there for her in a sense where she can feel safe and secure, emotionally, and then of course physically. If any kind of danger comes up, being able to provide that protection if need be, so.
So do you really think that you're able to give that? And with that, I'm gonna give you a 2 question at one time. Do you think you're able to give that, but at the same time, when she's not able to say that to you, like physically, like able to come in like, babe, I had a bad day, babe, I'm tired, babe, like I have been going through this at work. Do you think you're in a place where you can notice that?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm in a place where I can notice that. But of course, that comes with time. Getting to know your person well. Being observant and seeing how they respond to certain things, seeing their mannerisms. Because sometimes, even myself, when something happens immediately, I don't like to talk about it. I like to just sit and think and get my thoughts together before I actually react or say something, or even bring it to your attention. So I always give that grace to whoever I'm with. Of course, that hasn't happened, 100% of the time. I had to learn that, had to go through, some ups and downs with that, some trial and error. But I think I'm definitely able to, use that maturity, use that discernment to.
My nigga.
So you open yourself up to a real question. Like, how did like, how do you feel like now that you're in a real place that you can notice that? Because first of all, let me say this: you 6'7", so you are already on the market. But how, like, have you gotten in a place where you're able to notice that? Because I mean, you know, people out here shoot they shot, male too, because I'm single. But go ahead.
Like I said, this trial and error, you know, having ex-girlfriends or, you know, dating, you know, I think, let's see, I think I've been dating seriously. I've been dating since like 17 years old, you know, so that's going on 13 years of experience. And being that, you know, I was the only child, and being that I was kind of, I don't want to say more mature for my age, but I was always around older people. I was able to soak in a lot of free game, a lot of knowledge on what not to do. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's oftentimes more important than what to do. You know what I'm saying? I think from those experiences, I'm able to learn and pick and choose where I can see fit. So, you know, despite of my height or my marketplace value, I've been able to, you know.
I was just throwing it out there because I am a basketball coach. So like I'm around people that's like at least 6'5", like every day.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have dealt with men that are not as tall, but you know, I'm dealing with people that are tall, and I do my coaching is professional.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like just like high school or anything like that. So I'm around like men like that are big all the time. So how comfortable are you with, like, say whoever you deal with being around, like, in, I'm trying to think the right way to say it, like in her, like if you deal with a woman that's already in like kind of a career, how comfortable you are with like what you do for her and bring to her, with her dealing with that. Not saying that she'll deal with it forever, but like right now, if you meet her in that space, are you good with her doing it like for a year, 2 years, and knowing she's dealing with majority men?
Okay, so just for clarity, you're asking me, am I okay with a woman that's in male-dominated spaces because of her
Yes.
career? Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Not saying she's not willing to give it up, but like when you meet her, she's in that space, and so she's gonna be in that space for like when y'all first meet and get serious, 1 or 2 years. How comfortable are you with that?
I'm very comfortable. I think if we have to be honest, I think a lot of industries, you know, historically speaking, have been male dominated anyway. So whether she's, you know, in healthcare, whether she's in law, whether she's in finance, whether she's, you know, in higher education, a lot of those spaces historically already been dominated by men. So, you know, that's, you know, nothing to pause at or even consider. I think, you know, I guess to your question, I think the only thing that would make me pause and consider is how she behaves around these men if I get to see it personally. But otherwise, it doesn't really bother me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I mean, it's a twofold thing. Like, and when I say it's a twofold thing, because it's twofold. Wait, I'm trying to go the way that check telling me to go this side. So when you are dealing with a woman, but she has a social media presence, how does that reflect on how do you feel about the relationship? If that makes sense.
It doesn't really mean much to me, quite frankly, because I mean, I don't put myself out there, but you know, I've dated women that have had strong social media presence, meaning like 20,000 followers plus, etc. Stuff like that, right? And to me, all that stuff is kind of frivolous. You know what I'm saying? It's not really what's real. Being able to meet face to face, have conversations, deep dive in different topics. That's where you really get to see someone's character, get to know their intellect at a higher level. So just off of surface value, I mean, okay, you may have a lot of followers. So what? How does that affect me? How does that affect us? You understand what I'm saying? I think as long as, like I said before, as long as it's respectful and not embarrassing, then I have nothing really to worry about or even, you know, bring to your attention.
So, Lenjo, I'm about to get to the hard question. Like, what can you as a man and somebody that's dating provide for me? Because as a woman, We want somebody that can provide something, like even little things like taking the trash out, filling up our car. Like, what can you provide for me as a woman that's like looking to date you?
What can I provide for you? So you're asking me like, what can I provide for you outside of those, trash, dishes, bills?
Exactly. Like anybody else I could date, because like honestly, and I told Bruiser this before, and he can quote me on this. Like, if I just want some penis, I can just go outside. But I ain't trying to just go outside. I'm trying to look for somebody that can like really make my life better. And I am divorced. I have 2 children. So I have a boy and a girl. But what can you really do in my life that's gonna make it better?
Well, I think aside from the typical male roles, what I can do for your life to make it better. Of course, that will require me to get to know you, be around you some more, really get a sense of who you are, and then see the gaps, in my opinion, and then also try to offer some advice, offer some resources, offer some connections. Let's say I have a very large network. Who can I meet that can plug you into this environment, that environment? Just providing you with opportunities to better yourself, and then you taking it from there. I think, at least for me, you can always bring a horse to the water, but you can't force them to drink it, right? So I can put you in a position where you can,
I'm gonna stop you, Lenjo, because my thing is, you talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about you, though.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, it like you talking about me, what you can do for me. What can this person, like you, as like I'm sorry,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
did I say it right, Lenjo?
Yeah.
Like, what? Honestly, like if I meet you in real life, who are you? Because you can always bring something to me, because like, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm Dr. Mel.
I'm a PhD.
I take care of both of my kids. I have a house. I have all this other stuff. But like,
and that right there is why the wall is inevitable. The wall is undefeated, and the wall will remain unbeatable.
Stuff, but like, who are you? I think that's the real question. And I'm sorry if it's the wrong way, but like, who are you? Like, because I know I'm a catch.
When are women going to start competing?
But, and I think you a catch too, but you're not selling yourself right now.
Bruh.
Okay, maybe I'm not understanding your question. You're trying to make us. I'm assuming you're making a scenario saying, when you meet me in person, right, randomly, whatever, what can I offer in that moment to you to make you believe that I should be someone you entertain?
Look, anybody that you talk to, this is what like I'm trying to get you to understand. Make them know that you are a catch, because I feel like you are, because I read your background prior to. But let them know you're a catch, because it's not about what I can add to you. It's like, this is who I am as a man.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
So tell me.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. So who is Lenjo is basically the crux of the matter here. Yes, I understand. Okay, I understand now. So yes. So if I had to describe myself, Lenjo is a number one. He's an honest, authentic, and respectful human being. That's first and foremost. Because me not being myself, I can't be real to myself. I can't be real to anyone else, right? And then aside from that, I like to operate off of values and principles that I've gotten from my family background, from my friends.
So what are your values and principles? How close are you to your family?
I'm very close to my family.
You from? I'm sorry. I honestly, I looked at your background, but I didn't see where you was from.
I'm from Maryland via Cameroon.
Okay. I honestly overlooked that. I just looked at like the basic. So you from Maryland. So you're close with your family.
Yeah, very close.
That's important. Like, honestly, you have to understand that even with women, when they're looking at dating, they want you to be close to their family, because of, when they call like your mom, they want to know like, my mom, I'm calling to say this is what's going on, because there are times y'all probably have strife and you have to call mom, and mom is probably your mom. So don't like glaze over that whole thing like it's not important, because it really is. That aspect is very, very important.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter what you think. It matters what the men think.
And then I think it's more important, like, how is your relationship with your father?
Okay. In regards to my father, me and him don't have a relationship, to be honest. That's, I mean, it's a, I hate to say it like this, but it's a stereotypical, you know, stereotypical. I don't want to say it like that. Because I don't like.
No, be honest. Say it.
Yeah. No. I understand what you're saying. I don't like to put it out there because I like to always show respect to Black fathers and Black fatherhood. So I'll just say my father and I don't have a good relationship, right? He hasn't been in my life for some years now. How that has affected me coming up as a young man, of course there was some doubt there, but I was blessed enough to have a lot of my uncles in my life to kind of fill that gap. So I never felt like I was lacking my dad, or I didn't know where my dad was, or didn't know, I wasn't lacking that. So I would say that, quite frankly, my dad not being in my life was kind of a blessing, because it also put a fire under me to, be tenacious when it comes to my goals and things of that sort. But that's a whole nother story. But to answer your question, my dad and I, we're not in a good space, but I don't think that affects, how I treat people or how I treat women. Or.
But no, I want to say salute to you, and I will say this right now, Matt, Bruiser on here, salute to you for being that uncle that these kids need. Because I know Bruiser is stepping in the uncle role, and I definitely appreciate you saying, like, my uncles like really stepped up. The only thing I was saying is, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be your dad, but you have somebody, because that makes a difference.
All right, Mel Run.
Got you.
You got one more question. Make it count. And we're gonna rotate you. We got somebody waiting in the back.
Well, it's gonna be a quick question. However,
make it count, because this could be.
Do you really think that you're in a position, or you're where you are now, that you're ready to date?
That's a stupid question.
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Well,
that was two questions, my bad.
Well, the first question, yes. Plain and simple, yes. I think that because I've gone to a space in my career, I've gotten to a space in my other areas of my life where I feel like, properly courting a woman will be the next step towards my long-term vision for myself. So what you just said, you're ready to properly court a woman, or are you looking to intentionally do, like, date whatever that you think?
That's a stupid question too.
And I know it's another question. My bad.
I mean, courting and being intentional was the same thing to me. I'm not going to court you if I don't think that this could be something, right? So I would waste my time or your time or my money, quite frankly, on something I don't think is going to work.
So yeah. you really think, like, if you date, and I'm sorry I'm asking more questions, but are you in a space, like, when you date people, because you're in VA, right?
No, I'm in New York.
So you're in New York. Oh, that's even worse. But you're in New York, and you think, like, in the space that you are with, like, the cost of life is, and I like to say it like that, like, that you are really in a place that you're intentionally ready to date and court a woman, because I know the cost of living there is whole different than where I am in Florida.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this as Christian as I can. You just talk too damn much.
You think you really think you're ready?
Mel, he's on the show for a reason.
I'm not getting mad. I'm trying to get him.
He's good. We just trying to figure out what you
shoot they shot.
Like, I'm gonna give you one more chance, man.
Oh man.
Okay, you want the last chance.
So okay. I'll say this, right? To answer your question about cost of living, yes, quite frankly, being in New York City and being in a pretty expensive city kind of forces you to be mindful of how you operate with women, how you date. It kind of puts you in a spot to be more intentional, because if you're not, you really put yourself thin, having to manage your house, your bills, all the stuff, and then manage dating. So I think being in New York has definitely put me in a space where dating has become more serious or more of a serious matter to me. You know what I mean?
I think Bruce want me to ask this 2-shot question. It's really 2 shots. So.
Mel, I got somebody waiting in the back and they don't got long.
Oh, no. It's okay. You can bring them up, but I was just going to throw this out here, and it's probably good for the person waiting in the back as well.
No, let them ask their own question. You can rotate back later, all right?
Okay, so real question. You're 27, right?
No.
What? How old are you?
You can't read, Mel. You can't read the bottom. Look at the bottom.
Well, first of all, I wrote it down, so I wasn't looking at what I wrote down.
You wrote down the wrong age. That's a red flag.
I did. No, it's not a red flag. I didn't look at it first because I was trying to look at him because he cute.
Or something, yeah.
You stuck, ain't you?
A little bit. So you're 29. You don't have any children of your own. When we talk about it in the grand scheme of things, are you willing to date a mother that has, like when I say a mother,
don't look at me, Lenjo.
A person that has kids? That's the question. That's the real question. Are you willing to date a mother that has kids? Because you're 29. It's not like you 21.
Mel, would you tell your son that's 29 years old, 6'7",
Kingston.
Would you tell your son to date a woman that got kids?
But Bruce, we're not talking about Kingston. I was really talking to.
I'll let him answer. Go ahead, and this is the last question. I got to rotate you out.
I'll just say this: I have done it before.
Okay, they're good. That's good.
I'll leave it there.
That's good enough.
But why?
You're a damaged goods lady.
And she
No, Mel Run, we're gonna holler at you, all right?
Because y'all be dealing with bullshit women. Was she a quality woman?
Very quality.
Okay, so why?
No, man, we're gonna rotate you back another time. All right, we appreciate you pulling up, though, man. I know this next lady is gonna really have some really good questions. I know she ain't got no filter.
Oh yeah. Black.
Let me adjust. Look here, baby. I should be on the guest list under M for Mac, baby.
Ooh. Okay, she coming in with the Jill Scott Badu vibe. What up, though? What up? Hey,
how you doing, Louis?
I feel the energy from here. I feel it. The shades on, the hat to the side. I feel the energy. I love it. What's going on?
Nothing. I just came to bring you some fire because I see you've been kind of bored up here. You know, ain't you getting bored of these fake bros?
You know, I have this speech. You know what I'm saying? I can take out fires. You know. So what's up? What you got for me? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. How you doing, handsome? Yeah, make them lips shine.
Good. You know? Hey, I'm doing good. You know, it's a great night. You know what I mean? I had a good dinner. I feel good. Yeah.
What you eat tonight? Who cooked for you?
No one cooked for me. You know, matter of fact, someone did cook for me. It was the lovely ladies at the Caribbean spot down the block from my crib. They always take care of me when I come in there. I had a nice jerk plate with some white rice, cabbage, Corey goat gravy on the rice. You know, a nice, solid, hearty meal for a long day. So, yeah.
So you need a woman in your life that could cook that for you in the house. What's going on?
Honestly, you know what I need? I need a woman that can cook me some rice and stew, some food, you know, some real African delicacy. I don't want none of this American. No offense to my homies, you know, salute. I don't want the soul food. I want the food that reminds me of being in the village, eating with my fingers, reminds me of being back home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, look at you, and I'm a chef. Let me make that happen for you. Yes, absolutely.
Where you located? Where you located?
I'm in Arkansas right now, but I'm from Harlem, baby.
Okay, where at in Harlem?
You know, the Polo Grounds over 127 for St. Diggs.
Got the Polo Grounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. So you said you were a chef, Arkansas. So what's up? What you got for me? Say he has a fire for me. What's up, man? What's going on?
I'm just trying to get to know you. I mean, you've been interrogated. People been telling you all about them, but I'm trying to get to know about you. What's going on? You tell me about you. What makes you happy?
What what makes me happy? Like I said, man, seeing a new day makes me happy.
Mhm.
Coming home and it smells fresh makes me happy. You know,
Mhm.
like I said, coming home to some good food makes me happy. Coming home to a happy woman can make me happy. All those things that make a man feel manly makes me happy. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can provide that kind of energy, then let me know what's up. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, as handsome as you are, I can't see why your woman wouldn't be happy when you came home.
I mean, you know what's funny about that, man? What's funny about that? I just think distance. I just think you know, not being agreeable on both ends, not really seeing eye to eye, being kind of stubborn sometimes can make things a little harder. But it's all things you can learn from and move forward with. So, let me open up my question box again and see what's going on here with you. Okay. Say
Mhm.
you from Harlem, Polo Grounds, Arkansas, you a chef. So what is your ideal date? Where can someone take the chef?
To the cabin by the lake.
I didn't catch that last statement.
Just
To the
quiet.
cabin by the lake.
Yeah.
To the cabin by the lake. What's
You want to go?
Hmm?
You want to go?
I want to go.
Mhm.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Some things have to happen first before I make that choice to go to a random cabin. I mean, I'm not really a woods guy, but we can make it happen.
I mean, everywhere is perfect as long as it's gonna be me and you, right? Who
It's a
cares
fact.
about the setting, right?
I mean, the setting does matter. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can be
Mm-mm.
secure. Yeah.
We could be sitting in the middle of Times Square. It's gonna be perfect. What's up?
Oh, not Times Square. I love Times Square, man. Times Square is a great destination.
Mhm.
But I like things to be a little more intimate. Me and you, like you said, the cabin was a good vibe, so you might be able to go back to the cabin. So let's say,
Listen,
let's paint a picture, all right?
listen,
Let's
listen.
say
Anywhere you go with me, listen. Anywhere you go with me, it's
Yeah.
gonna be intimate. You're gonna forget about everybody else. It's gonna be just me and you.
Damn. I love the energy right now. Okay, so paint this picture with me. Paint this ideal date. So me and you, we link up. We're going to any location that you say. We're being
Mhm.
intimate. So what happens next?
I mean, we just gonna be talking, vibing, cooling. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some hand holding, maybe a kiss or two. A kiss to build a dream on. You know what I'm saying? Exploring each other's minds. It's
Okay.
creating a memory.
In the memory. You know what's funny? I love making memories, man. Memories are the windows to the soul, as they say.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm always down to make some memories,
I
especially
mean,
going
that's the only way to build a good relationship, right? Shared experiences and memories.
share this brand. Yeah. That's definitely one way. Definitely one way. So
That's the way you build forever.
Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
build forever.
hmm
Oh, so you
I
trying
mean,
to
I don't know about you. I'm not looking for a laissez-faire affair. I'm looking for forever. You with it?
for everything.
Uh-huh.
Word. So how soon does that happen? Like
I
after we go on
mean,
this first date, what happens next? Do I got to propose? What's going on?
you might want to,
I'm sorry, man. Hold on.
I might want to. So
but you
what?
gonna wait.
So what's going to happen that's going to make me propose? How long is that? Go?
I mean, you're gonna be in my energy. You're gonna be in my circumference. So you're not ever gonna want to leave.
Your circumference.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that answer. So what happens in this circumference, right? So after we done made the first interaction, we done had the experiences. Now we done proposed. Now we in the space. So what happens next from there? Like, how do we go about our roles in your circumference or our circumference now?
Our circumference. I mean, we already got the great communication, so that's how we keep it spicy, keep it fresh, and you know what I'm saying, just keep building.
Keep it spicy, keep it fresh,
Mhm.
and that includes us too, right? To make it spicy and fresh. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, I'm just asking the questions to
I like
understand.
your ears. They cute.
I'm trying to make sure that this so-called circumference,
Mhm.
is it exclusive? Is it open? Like what kind of vibe are you trying to
Open
lead?
to what? Open to what?
I'm just saying,
Oh
open,
no, no, no,
open.
no. I mean, if I let you have me, then it would only be me and you. Did you need anything else? Because I could swear I'm a full entree.
Don't you know that I'm the table?
A dessert, and an amuse-bouche, and an aperitif. Huh?
Speaking that culinary language, I like that. I have no idea what you said, but I like that though. I like we added in there. I like that. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I asked the last person, based off of your experiences, your life experiences, what are you most proud of?
The fact that I never quit and I'm always evolving.
Always
I'm
evolving.
a butterfly. Yeah, always.
Damn. So, with you always evolving and you being with me, does that mean I'm evolving with you, or are you gonna like outgrow me and then fly away?
Why would I outgrow you, darling? The business would be me and you. We have to build an empire.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions. I've seen a lot of guys, couples rather. Whether the vibe is good, they're in the circumference, the energy's right. Let's say one party ends up elevating to a level where the other party just can't go, and then they split. I want to know if that's you and me. Are you going to stick by my side as we rise? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, there is nowhere that I can go that you can't go, and vice versa. I mean, I'm only going to add a little sparkle to your shine. You know what I mean? Vice versa.
Facts. So what do you look for? Matter of fact, what would you require from me to make this union correct?
Loyalty, fealty, inspiration, that you have ambition, that you be driven, that you have fortitude and you don't quit. Because life not easy, but
I feel you. Hey, I understand. Life is not easy, man. Life is a dichotomy of things, or the dichotomy, right? So you have one end, you have the good, you have the bad, and how you deal with the stuff in the middle is how you progress forward. So I can definitely dig the energy, and I can definitely dig the circumference too. So,
I mean, my goal is to make you smile. I mean, I seen you laugh, but I didn't really see you smile. There you go. Ooh,
that smile. I like it. I love it.
So you're smiling with your eyes now. That's a real one.
You feel me? See, I like this. I like where you peep game. You know what I'm saying? I like to drop a little hints here and there. I like that. I get a lot. Because sometimes if you can't pick up what I'm putting down, then it might not work out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you need a tall New York City girl that's going to be in your lane and on your speed.
Tall? How tall you? Don't mind me asking.
I'm 5'11", and when I put on my heels, I'm 6'4", so I know how the air is up there.
6'4", 5'11", 6'4". I got okay. I'm not sure if I asked earlier, but do you have children or not? Are you?
I do, and they're well taken care of. They're very good. They're fathers in their life. We just can't work, but that's still their father. I know. It's a hard knock life, but life happens and we move on. It's not about that. It's about how we handle ourselves as adults.
I can dig that. I can respect it. I think that's a very mature approach, and I love maturity. I love the energies here, so I can definitely dig that. I can dig that. So you have any more questions for me, or?
Yeah. So you got 2 more questions, Black Dahlia. Make it count.
I don't need them. I already followed you on Instagram. Make sure you follow me back. Now I know these girls gonna still try to holler at you, but I'm gonna be the one on your mind. You take care, all right? Be good.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
For sure.
See you later, Bruiser.
All right.
Woo.
Hey.
Shorty was spicy.
Well, you handle that like a pro.
A few moments later.
I mean, let's give her an opportunity to come back up and let me.
Okay.
These questions.
So let me say this. My questions were critical. Like I really was trying to get in your butt. But if we're gonna shoot our shot, I'm gonna shoot my shot right now.
When are women going to start competing?
First of all, I said you was cute earlier. I don't have the best camera, but definitely we can link. However, things that you said, I do vibe with it. But my thing is, when we talk about the biggest thing, like, how do you really feel about dating somebody with children?
Like I said before, I always give respect to single moms. I was raised by a single mom, so I always hold y'all in high regard. Granted, it's not my first choice. You know what I'm saying?
And it shouldn't be. And my thing is, when you say single moms versus like a baby mom, it's for me in my mind, and I've told Mac this too, is totally different because I know me having children with my ex-husband, I'm not a single mom. Their dad is in their life. So I be having like mom time to do stuff. So for me, it's a little bit different. You may see it differently, and we can have that conversation. However, I'm not a single mom because I do have time to do other things. I just happened to marry somebody that I had children by.
Okay, I got you, and I think that's a very noble stance. I respect it, but I would have to I mean,
You
it's
can disagree. That's fine. You want to say you want to disagree. Disagree.
No. I disagree. Hey, sometimes there's a difference between a baby mom, single mom. I get it. The distinction is there. I'm just saying that if it's just you shooting your shot, I have to decline respectfully. But I think there's
You got to decline. Wait, hold on. Run it back. You say you got to decline respectfully.
Yeah. I mean,
but you just talked to somebody that has children that are grown.
Hey, I'm sorry, Mel. He was respectful. He declined. That's the end of the show.
That's all, folks.